Hey, this is Bree with Cosmic Siren. Welcome to the Siren Pod, a safe space for quirky and curious souls. I channel messages using tarot, stories, and music to help you trust your intuition, express your truth, and embody your beautifully unique self so you can open yourself up to the life and soulmate connections you've always envisioned for yourself. Think of me as your nerdy, witchy siren friend that wants to help you live life to the tune of your soul. In today's episode, I felt called to draw some tarot cards and oracle cards just for some messages and guidance for what you most need to know right now. Okay, so what does my Siren Pod family need to know right now? Okay, I pulled play. Playful energy can free your mind and heart to explore and discover amazing new things. Harvest. Lovely things have been growing in your garden. Let's gather the goods and celebrate. And express. Take all those thoughts and feelings and let them out through an outlet that feels healthy and right for you. Yes, it seems like there's these messages of moving energy. I get this feeling that you've been doing a lot of intentional work to invest in yourself, to heal unhealthy patterns, to really push yourself to embody the highest version of yourself. And you're doing things that are intentionally pushing you towards living the life that you want. These messages are talking about ways to really move and express your energy in order to make you feel that spark of joy, right? That lit up feeling, that passion for life. With play, it's this message of making sure to connect with your inner child consistently, to be less serious, right? You might be doing a lot of work on yourself, whether that's shadow work, journaling, connecting with your feelings, really feeling your feelings, moving them through, paying attention to enforcing your boundaries and things like that. And sometimes that can feel overwhelming and stressful and kind of feel like a lot of work. And now it's this message of making sure that you take time to consider the importance of playing, right? Having fun just for the sake of having fun. Because when you have fun and you do things that make you happy, you're connecting with that higher vibration of joy and happiness. You're doing things that really like light you up and light your soul on fire. And so it's just this message of don't underestimate the importance of significance of play. It's this message of saying, like, be careful when you say, I don't have time to do that, right? I don't have time to do my hobbies. I don't have time to work on that Lego, that puzzle. I don't have time to color or dance. It's, I choose to do these things, right? I choose to invest myself because I understand the importance that play has on my mind and my body and my emotions and my spirit, right? Because when we play, when we feel joy, it connects with and acknowledges our inner child, right? It lets us know that we think us having fun is really important, that us feeling joy and happiness is really important. And that's confirmed by with express, right? Expressing your thoughts and feelings through an outlet that's feels really healthy for you. I've said this before, but movement can be really healthy, whether that's stretching or yoga, if you want to dance around and play, if you want to play a sport, right, to get that energy out, or if you love singing, or if you like being creative by painting or writing poems, but that can also be forms of both play and expression. And with harvest, it's just this other message again of slowing down and really taking a look at everything you've done. Don't forget to show yourself gratitude because I'm sure that there's a lot of things that you may have overlooked that you've improved on. It's hard when we're actively working on ourselves consistently, and if we have a goal on our minds, a destination, and we're not there, we can forget all of the little steps that we've taken to get closer to our goal. So just another message again of take stock and take a look at where you started. Even if you're not necessarily at your goal yet, see where you've gone, right? See where you've improved and give yourself gratitude for that. Let's pull some cards to see What, if anything, is still holding you back from truly embodying your highest self and your highest timeline and getting you to where you want to go, connecting with the life that you've envisioned for yourself? So, what is holding my Siren Pod family back? Either currently, it could be something currently you're experiencing or something in your past that might need more attention. We have the Hermit, Ten of Swords, Eight of Cups, and Knight of Cups reversed. Yes, so for some of you, this will be happening currently. And for others of you, this is something that happened in your past and it's still something that's affecting you now. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a collective reading. So just take the messages, really resonate and capture your attention. So with the Hermit energy and Ten of Swords and Eight of Cups together, I'm getting this energy that you secluded yourself, whether intentionally or not, and maybe for the best. It seems like you went on an inward journey and really kind of took space for yourself. I get this feeling that you may have limited people's access to you, whether you intentionally pushed them away or not, or just, maybe you spent weeks or months kind of on your own and in your energy because you had to be by yourself. But it is this energy that you did go someplace and go somewhere to be alone. And at the time, that was necessary, right? It feels like it was necessary for your survival. It was necessary for you to connect with those thoughts and feelings. Because with the Ten of Swords, it is like you were really hurt and trapped by a lot of painful thoughts, maybe anxiety and overwhelm. And it's almost as if you weren't sure what was going to happen next. It feels like some of you were betrayed by somebody, like you were trying to reach out a hand to them and connect with them and you asked for help and they pushed you away. They hurt you so badly. They didn't either hear your words, or if they did, they didn't take them to heart. And it was very painful. It was if they directly hurt you and pushed you to this place. And that's for some of you. And for others of you, you were just in this space and place where a lot of areas of your life were not where you wanted it to be, and it felt very overwhelming, and you weren't happy with what was going on. And so, with either situation, you did have to leave things behind. You did have to take this moment and say, this isn't for me. I can't hold on to this. I don't want this, whatever this is, the situation. And you did have to leave somewhere. Some of you, it is physically. We have the Eight of Cups. So some of you did have to leave, go on a journey, whether that's travel or moving cities or just moving spaces like homes. And for others of you, it was more of like this mental, spiritual movement, like deciding for yourself that you weren't going to give your energy to this person anymore. And so you were distancing yourself, keeping your energy to yourself. With the Knight of Cups in reverse, relationship, this does have to do with a person. Now, this doesn't have to be romantic. I was getting more romantic vibes with the Knight of Cups reverse, but it doesn't have to be. It could be platonic, familial, or otherwise. But it does seem like there is a situation, a relationship with a person that didn't turn out how you thought. There was a lot of pain and turmoil, and it did push you to this place. For others of you, if it wasn't a specific person, if that's not resonating for you, if it wasn't a friend or family or partner, then it was just situations or a situation, whether that's career or otherwise, that just made you feel very, very disconnected from your heart, from your creativity. It's like you were in a position where you were continuously being forced to reject that part of yourself. And you are an intuitive person, you are a creative person, you are someone that likes to express their feelings. And you can't do that in this situation, if it's like work, it's really hard day after day to be put in that situation. And it's like you're rejecting a part of yourself. So, whether that's happening to you currently or in the past, it does look like you have been doing work with this. You have been connecting with yourself and figuring out what it is that hurt you. It is important. There's just this message of, as you're feeling your feelings, as you're connecting with this situation story that has happened for you, not only is it important to really express those feelings out and not keep it in your body and just, talk to yourself and see what's going on, just so you can understand yourself more. But it's also important to connect with your why. Why am I feeling this way? And of course, we're saying that with open curiosity, right? It's more of, why is this hurting me? Was a boundary crossed? Did I not feel seen or heard? Like, what is it about the situation that hurt me? And it's important that we understand the why, because then we can understand what would we like moving forward. So this is a message for some of you: is whatever the situation is for you, ask yourself, what would you have liked to be different? What would you have liked to see? For example, for some of you, if you ask this person for help, if you ask this person for grace, if you're trying to connect with this person and they rejected you or hurt you, what would you have liked to see instead? How would you have liked the situation to play out? And it's important that we think about that, because then we can start thinking about, what boundaries do we want to set in the future for future situations or future people, and getting very clear on that energy, right? Just so ourselves and our energy, we know moving forward, if this happens with someone or a situation, what type of energy do I want to keep in my life? Because we do have the Eight of Cups. So you did move away from this situation or person for a reason. So there was a moment where you got clarity that this is not the energy that I want to keep in my life. I want to let it go. So just another message again of getting very clear with the energies, if this is a relationship or not. What type of people, what type of situations, what places, what energies are you not going to keep with you moving forward? And if you can sense or connect that this energy is happening, then you will move on and let it go, right? You won't give your time and energy to that. Let's pull some cards and see, where would you like to go? What type of life or what type of people would you like in your life? You've moved away from this energy, you're wanting to move away. We have Temperance, the Tower reversed, the Magician reversed, and the Eight of Wands reversed. We have a lot of major arcana cards, so these definitely are very important themes for you to reflect on. We have, so Temperance here, let's start with that. Immediately when I pulled this card, I just like sighed, and in a good way. It's like it's like when something huge happens and you're looking for peace and balance, right? This is the card after the Death card, right? And with the Death card, you have, major transformation. You let go or killed like a part of yourself that wasn't serving you anymore, right? Like part of your ego. And with Temperance, you are connected with your intuition. You are balancing everything in your life and you feel so at peace. And that makes sense for where you were coming from, right? Especially if you were overwhelmed in multiple areas of your life or in a relationship or what have you. You feel like you were juggling a lot of people, situations, that you were putting a lot of time and energy into draining situations. And now you're looking for where you can balance that aspect of taking care of yourself and loving yourself, while also balancing the investment you put in others, while also balancing your hobbies that support you and light you up, right? And what other responsibilities that you may have. And it is this message that now that you've taken time by yourself, protected your energy, you can pay attention and understand the different paths that you can take to get to the life that you want. What I mean by that is, when you are connected with your intuition at all times, right? As you should be. It's just you may ignore it. You can sense or feel intuitively when a relationship is serving you or when it's not, right? After you're hanging out with someone, for example, you feel really drained or really anxious, and you're always wondering, why do I always feel down or off after hanging out with this person or even during the hangout, that is a message for you that there's some energy drain there. And you can trust that, right? You can dive deep and you want and try and understand why, but it's also this message and confirmation that just the fact that it is draining you, just the fact that you don't feel good, that you feel off, that is enough, right? And that can be it. You don't have to cut this person off necessarily, but you can just say, hey, I've noticed this pattern that I don't feel good. I feel off. I feel drained. I feel something with this person. So I'm just going to limit my time with them, right? I'm going to invest my time in other relationships that support me, right? That make me feel whole and happy. I mean, you can feel whole, and you should be feeling whole and happy on your own, but you know what I mean? It feels more supportive, right? With the tower in reverse, it's just, again, going well with that temperance card of not feeling like it's just like settling, right? You've gone through something or a situation or currently, and it felt like, the world was on fire, like something was wrong, right? And especially for those of you where you're feeling overwhelmed in multiple areas of your life, things had to break down, right? Something wasn't built appropriately, right? It wasn't built with your best self in mind. It wasn't built with your intuition. And so with the tower reversed, it's this message of you are wanting to rebuild your life so that it is stable and secure and safe for you. You want to build it right. And not that you built it wrong before, but you may not have been intentional with where you were placing your time and energy, right? And now you are. The situation or this person, it forced you to look within and, you know, go on a journey, and you're realizing that your time and energy is valuable, it's precious, and not everyone deserves to have you around them, right? And that's not in like a bad way or looking down. It's just you don't owe anyone your time or energy, right? What's important is how you feel inside. No matter what other people are feeling or thinking, even if it hurts their feelings and you can't spend as much time with them, it's your life, right? You are the one that has to live your life. You are the one that's in your head and feels your feelings, and no one else can tell you what you're thinking or feeling. And so now you have this opportunity, right? Everything came crumbling down. You had to move away figuratively or physically. And now you're rebuilding. You're rebuilding how you feel about yourself, the love and respect you have for yourself. You may be rebuilding relationships. You may be changing and rebuilding, your career. You may be rebuilding your routines and just how you live day by day, right? And you want to rebuild it in a way that supports you, that supports the temperance card, right? That supports, you feeling connected and intuitive and really just aligned in all areas of your life. And also with the magician reversed, you also don't want to do this alone. I was getting that feeling, with the magician uses all their resources that they have at their disposal, right, to support them in manifesting their desires. In this magician card specifically, it is Cinderella holding a wand, and she has the pumpkins in front and her mice. And it just reminded me that, yes, you are independent. You can support yourself, right, as you have been, and you have been supporting others as well. And you can do what you need to do to help yourself, right, and help your life. But with the reverse, I was getting that you will also want a life where you are feeling supported, right? That you don't have to do it alone, that you can accept help, that you can ask for help safely. And for the people or person that you're asking help from, they will help you, they will support you. These are your friends, these are your family, these are your lovers, these are your soul family, whatever you have in your life. But it does look like the life that you're wanting is, yes, you want to be able to feel supported and that you can do things on your own, but also to know that you have community to support you and help you when you need. And that it's not looked at as a weakness, right? Because we all need help sometimes, right? We all need to connect with other people and feel supported and to feel like we matter, right? Our values matter, our desires matter, and how we feel matter. And sometimes just an acknowledgement from someone else that really sees and loves us can make all the difference, right? And with the Eight of Wands in reverse, it looks like you do want to slow down. With this situation, with this person, and with everything that was going on, the Ten of Swords, it might have seemed like everything was happening so fast that you couldn't keep up, right, with the demands of life. And you're wanting this life where you can slow down a little. And with that slowing down, it comes back to that connection again. You want to be able to slow down and really take in, the fruits of your efforts, right? And that goes back well with, the beginning oracle cards of, playing, expressing, and harvesting. It's you want to slow down and really take joy in all the work that you've done, right? Being creative and expressing yourself, not having to run around and put out fires, right? So it looks like you're looking for this life where you're feeling very connected with your intuition and you're making aligned choices and that you're trusting yourself to do that. That because of that, that you are building your life in alignment with your highest self, with your heart, to the tune of your soul, which is what I like to say, right? And you're doing that with community around you. And because of these things, it's going to support you to be able to slow down and really live in the moment, right? And that's what's important is living day by day. You're really anxious and you're really worried, it means you're living in the future, right? You're thinking about the tomorrow, you're thinking about all the tasks that you have to do later. And if you're really down and really depressed and feeling stuck, is you're living in the past, right? You're paying attention to everything that has happened in your past and that you're not moving forward. So it looks like you really just want to live in the present moment. We only have today, right? We only have the now. And it's just this message of what can I do right now? What can I do today? Live in my purpose, right? To connect with the highest version of myself, to feel happy and inspired. And I want to look at what's to come. I know that we looked at the life that you're looking for. I'm going to look at some surprise, something that's coming for you soon. Whatever soon means, right? Time is subjective. Time isn't linear. Let's look at what's coming soon for my Siren Pod family. What's coming soon because of all this work they're doing? What will come soon when they continue to play and express themselves and show themselves gratitude and love themselves and living in their highest alignment, trusting their intuition? What's coming soon for them? We have Queen of Swords and Page of Coins. Okay. So we have two different energies here. So for some of you, a new business opportunity, career opportunity, passionate opportunity is going to be coming to you. And this opportunity, whether or not it's new to you, it may be a path or an avenue you hadn't thought of before, but that connects with your interests, with your desires, right? With your highest alignment. For others of you, you have been waiting for this. You have been looking for this opportunity. And this is a message that it is coming, right? Pages are and coins for it's a new venture, it's a new investment for yourself, and it is an aligned investment. This is an opportunity for you to pivot, right? Pivot toward your yes, right? You want to live in your yes energy. And for some of you, it is this new relationship opportunity. And that could be anything, right? It doesn't have to be romantic, it can be platonic. But this new dynamic, this is a new opportunity for you to build from the start. It's an opportunity for you to build from a place of openness, right? From a place where you're loving yourself more, where you're not going to, light yourself on fire to keep them warm, where you're not going to support them, overly support them, right? This new relationship opportunity will be one that aligns with where you're at right now and where you want to go. For the Queen of Swords, For some of you, I was getting this feeling that it was representing you, that you will be able to stand into this new power where you are very open and clear with your communication on your desires and your thoughts. You will be able to share this more easily. Some of you, you may have hidden it in the past, right? You may have hid your voice for whatever reason, right? Maybe fear that it would hurt the other person. Maybe you didn't think it was as important. Maybe you have an emotional neglect wound, and so you're just used to not sharing your feelings. But it does look like that for some of you, you are going to be embodying this queen energy, this feminine energy, and that's not gendered, right? It's just energy where you're able to express yourself, where you're able to fully embody confidently who you are, right? For some of you, again, it's that connection of we did get express as the oracle card before, where you're sharing your thoughts and feelings through an outlet. And so for some of you, it's a new opportunity of speaking, right? It could be singing opportunity, it could be something like a presentation, but there is this idea, or for some of you, that there is this opportunity to really speak your voice in a way that connects with others. You're going to be able to share your experiences, your stories, your thoughts, or your feelings in order to support and help others. So that is a message for some of you. For others of you, you will be connecting with a Queen of Swords type energy. And again, this could be romantic or platonic or otherwise, but it does look like there's this new energy coming in, this new person that is going to help you and support you in embodying this energy as well. This person, because they communicate so openly and directly with you, it's going to help you to be able to do that for yourself. For example, this a story from my life that just came up is I met this new friend, and they're very expressive, right? They express their thoughts and emotions so easily. When they say things like, "Oh, I really like you. I connect with you," or say things like, "I want to hang out with you," or things like that, and it seems so small, but it's just very direct, and it just feels really good that they can just express themselves so honestly like that. And then it makes me feel comfortable doing the same, right? So for some of you, it is this message that you are going to meet someone that embodies that energy, and it's going to help you do that as well. Okay. And let's close out with a Halloween oracle since it is spooky season. Just final closing message from your guides or higher self. And we have death. I did pull this for my last pick a card reading. So it says the eternal cycle begins here. And I will read from the guide. It is not the end, though I may pass in the night. I get to do my time over, although you may get a fright. Many pagans believe that death was the beginning of the cycle of life. When you think about it, most people consider the act of birth to be the beginning of the life cycle. We are born, we live, and we die. And depending on your beliefs, you may get to go around again. Instead, pagan cultures see death as the beginning of a whole new adventure, the place where your soul gets to choose where it incarnates, why and what it wants to experience. Then and only then does it get born into a body that lives and eventually dies, before returning to ride a new cycle. Halloween is a celebration of death as a part of life. As humans are conscious beings, we know about death, and many are afraid and uncomfortable about it. Halloween illuminates the universal truth that all of us will die, just as all of us were born. So to be fearful of that end process is fairly pointless. Halloween asks us instead to make friends with death, just as we seem friendly with birth, and to not allow our fears and grief to bring us unnecessary pain. Do not be afraid if you pull the death card, as it simply means that something is falling away or will do so. So you can begin strongly afresh. There is great power in this clearing. If you pull this card at Halloween particularly, the message is stronger still, and you should actively celebrate this new beginning. And that's a great confirmation and sum of everything, all the messages that I shared here. I talked about the death card before, but again, it's this idea of you must continuously let go of energies that don't serve you, right? Continuously transform and step into who you are. And don't be afraid, right, of starting afresh, of rebuilding anew, and connecting with your intuition to do that, right? All right. Well, those are all the messages that I have for you. Thank you so much for connecting with me. Please let me know if anything resonated for you in the comments below so I know how it worked out in your life. And please continue subscribing, liking, or commenting so I can continue connecting with your energy as I read for the collective. And as always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm wishing for you a spooky Halloween and sending you warm wishes and soothing.